Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video I'm going drag racing for the first time this year. As you can see, I have put on the slicks, well, the drag radials, and even the skinnies in hopes for a little bit of mile an hour. Now obviously job number one, or goal number one, is to drive there and drive back because I do not trailer my car. Goal number one is to drive there and drive back because I do not trailer my car. So we'll see how the two-step works, but I'm going to go a little soft to start with, just to try to ensure I don't break anything. And I also want to see if it's going to hit, my drive shaft will hit the floor, so I gotta see what will happen. First off, I have to drive out to a little car meet because it's kind of an organized deal here where we are going to all drive down to the track together, so that should be fun. And yeah, let's hope for the best. Alright, we are in the staging lanes here. The engine is definitely running a bit hot, 192 and climbing. Again, I have a problem with temperatures at idle, so it's not going to be the most power, but whatever. It's about testing the two-step. I'm going to try not to care about the tree. I'm just going to try to do my own thing. That's the goal. We'll see if I can actually, my brain will actually compute that, but we will see. Well, last night did not go as planned. Priority number one is to not break the car and drive home, and obviously that didn't happen. It looks like it's a catastrophic failure of the rear diff. It's got all sorts of clunks and whatever inside that, so I'm about to pull the diff cover and take a look, but the damage is worse than I was hoping for, or than I expected. The rear drive shaft is twisted, which is, outside from the transmission itself, is worst case scenario because that drive shaft was bloody expensive and it took a long time to make it, and I'm not really sure why that would have twisted, but it is what it is so far. So let's pull off the diff cover and let's see what the damage is inside. Well, there's some chunks coming out. Well, there's no teeth left. Look at that. Kind of what I expected, I guess. Yeah. Well, that's a bad one. And there's the damage on the drive shaft, and that is just so much worse. I can deal with the pinion, but that. So while I sit here and assess the damages, I'm left with a bit of a dilemma, which always seems to be the case. But the thing is, I never really intended on keeping this original differential. I might hang on to the housing and whatnot, but I always planned on swapping it out with a much more robust, built one, and something that can handle a lot more power. Now, this should have been able to handle the 370 rear-wheel horsepower that I was throwing at it, but obviously it did not. So here's the kind of the situation. I can either rebuild this and get it up and running and back to the way it was, which again is this going to be at the mercy of potentially more failures in the long run, or I get the full one built at an enormous cost of many thousands of dollars. The problem with that would normally be not actually too much of a hard decision, except for this differential. I have put on, custom springs with custom weight jacks, so I can change the ride height and preload the the corner weights and all that stuff. All that would have to be removed, in which case I would probably go coilovers, which the kit that I would like to go with, there's a cross member that would go across the top. And just the way the coilovers work with where, kind of in the line where the shock is, I have a feeling that would have clearance problems with my exhaust pipes, because these are 3-inch exhausts. And that's not going to be easy for me to modify these exhaust pipes because, well, I don't have a welder. And to get these off, I don't know, that might be a challenge too, but I guess it's just something I'm going to have to kind of deal with, and I'm going to have to make a decision pretty soon because I'm picking up parts down in the USA next week. So if I'm going to do that, I might want to start getting some things shipped to that location ASAP to save on duty costs going up to here. If anybody that lives in Canada knows the awful, horrible customs fees and shipping costs and anything that comes out of the States, so I'm sure I can get some sympathy out of you guys. As for the drive shaft, I don't know what to do. I'm going to give Denny's a call on Monday. I doubt they're going to do much for me, but I don't know. Do I go with get them to rebuild me a new one? Do I go with a cheaper company that has less lead time? I don't know. So that one's a real kick in the balls. But unfortunately, we're looking at some downtime, and I had a whole bunch of things planned for right away in this month, and it might just get put on hold a little bit. So yeah, if you guys can throw me some support with some thumbs up, subscribe if you can, and stay tuned for what's happening with the car. And thanks for watching.